Hey guys, it's Lee with Simply Smarter Income, helping you to create a profitable blogging business. This channel is all about how to build and grow your blogging business and other ways of making income online. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 ways to improve your blog writing skills. And by the end of this video, you'll be empowered with some really solid tools to take your blogging skills to the next level. So the first way you can actually improve your blog writing skills is to read. Read all the time. Just read like your job depends on it. Just read like your life depends on it. Read all the time. Now, one of the reasons why I'm saying that you want to read as much as possible is because when you read a lot of different topics and you read a lot of different things, especially in the particular niche that you're in or the actual topics that you write about on a consistent basis, what that's going to do is it's going to give you some really solid ideas in terms of what you can actually write about. It's going to give you some creative ways and creative angles to sort of write different pieces. You're just going to have a lot of different information, a lot of different angles, a lot of things to work with when it comes down to writing your blog posts. Basically, the more that you read, the more you're going to be exposed to different styles of writing, different types of writing, and the way that people really pull in their audiences, right? You're going to be able to sort of really hone in on what makes a piece good, what you actually like when you read certain articles or certain books and topics and things like that, and different ways that you can present information. And so that's why it's going to be really powerful for you to continuously read all the time. And again, it doesn't have to be in the particular niche or topic that you're writing about, but you can read all different types of books about business, about money, fiction, nonfiction, anything that you want to read. Just read it, and it's going to really help you along the way. So the second way that you can improve your blog writing skills is to make sure that you don't get distracted. I know this might seem really simple, right? But it's really important that once you start writing that you're not distracted. So think about the last time your phone rang or you got a text message or someone walked into your room when you're writing. All kinds of things like that can definitely be distracting. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to pull your mind away from what you're actually writing on, right? And we all know that once we get in the groove, like we're in the groove, like we're really like writing a good piece, things are really starting to flow and they're starting to all come together. And the last thing we actually need is to be distracted. So make sure that no matter what you do, you limit your distractions, right? So if you happen to write in a room that has a television, make sure like you either remove the television or maybe find a new place to actually do your writing. If you have a cell phone nearby, maybe turn it off, maybe put it on airplane mode or vibrate and put it far away from you so that you're not distracted. Another thing you can also do is let your friends and family know like, hey, this is my writing schedule. This is when I'm writing, and block off that time so that people in your household, your family members, everybody already knows like, hey, this is the time that Lee is writing, or this is the time that you're writing, and they won't bother you during that period of time, right? And then that way, if there's anything that's important, they'll come to you after that, right? And they'll learn to work around that schedule that you've went ahead and set. Now, the third way that you can actually improve your blog writing skills is to keep the reader in mind. So now I know it's really easy. A lot of times when we get really passionate about a certain topic and we really start writing a piece and we start to dive really deep into what we're writing about, we have all these ideas flowing through our mind, but it's really important that you keep the reader in mind as you're writing, right? You need to make sure that you think about, what is the reader going to gain from reading this blog post? What are they going to gain from reading this article? What am I going to teach them? Is there some comic relief they're looking for? Are they looking to learn something? Am I informing them of something? Am I telling a story? You need to really think about why is it that someone's actually reading that blog post to begin with, so that you can actually speak to those people who are reading it, right? Do you know exactly how we want to present that information so that it's best absorbed by those people, right? So for instance, if you're writing a blog post, you don't want to use like huge, big words, right? If you're talking to like the average person, right? If you're talking about a really like scientific topic or something that it's very specific and there's all kinds of jargon and language around it, and you know those are the type of people that could actually be reading the blog post, then maybe it's okay to do that in that case, right? But just be really mindful about who's actually reading, because that's going to be really important in terms of how your article is going to land with people who are actually reading the blog. Now, number 4, in terms of how to improve your blog writing skills, is going to be centered around creating your own style. So this kind of goes hand in hand in what I was just talking about earlier when it comes down to making sure you're always reading, right? Making sure that you're always keeping your eyes open whenever you see a new piece or you read a new article in whatever, a magazine or a website or whatever, so that you can basically over time make sure that you formulate and have your own style, right? So that when someone picks up that article or when someone goes to your blog site, they're actually going to say, oh wow, I can really tell that Lee wrote this article because there's always a little bit of humor, there's always a little bit of information in here. I like the way that they use puns. There's gonna be some uniqueness to, you know, your actual style and what you bring to the table that's gonna make it enjoyable for people to actually read. So if you don't quite know what your writing style is now, just maybe go back and read through something that you've written recently, go look back a ways and see some things that you might have wrote in the past, and just sort of think about what you think your writing style might be. You can also ask other people as well, like, hey, like read this, like, how would you describe my writing style? Like, how would you actually describe this piece here in terms of how the information is presented to you? What do you think about that? And that's going to give you a really good idea in terms of what your writing style might be. And you can decide at that point if you love the writing style that, you know, you have, or if you might want to make any tweaks, or if you want to improve on something. But basically creating your own style is going to be really instrumental to improving your blog writing skills, because it's going to be something that your readers are going to start to know and love and expect from you over time. Now, the fifth way that you can actually improve your blog writing skills is to study or dissect some writing that you really admire, right? So if there's an author or a blogger or a writer, somebody that you really admire and you really like the way that they write, maybe go ahead and read through some of their material and sort of study and dissect a little bit and see and think about, you know, how do they present this information? Why is it that people enjoy reading this article? Think about, you know, what do they bring to the table that's unique as to why this stands out so much compared to everyone else? Or you can also look and see like what kind of style are they writing in, right? So basically just dive in and look through and think about some of the reasons why you actually enjoy that particular writing from that particular person. And once you do that, I think it's going to help you to hone in on some things that maybe you can look at yourself, or maybe you can improve on yourself in terms of, you know, really taking that writing to the next level as well. Now, there are a ton of different ways that you can actually improve your blog writing skills. Those are just 5 of them, right? So if you have some ideas that you want to share with everyone else, go ahead and leave that in the comments below and let me know what you've done over the years to improve your blog writing skills. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this. I try to make videos every single Thursday. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.